Hello, this is Ted with another Breckenridge ski video. Today I'm going to be skiing the single black diamond groomed runs on peak 10 of Crystal, Centennial, Doublejack, and Cimarron. So let's go make some turns. So the first run I'm going to ski here is Crystal, which is underneath the Falcon chair for most of the way. That's the chairlift I'm skiing under now. This is a relatively new version of the Falcon chair. This is now a 6-person chairlift. It used to be a 4. One of the entrances to the burn is off to my left, and I've covered all of these runs before, and you can find those individually under the playlists. But part of the reason I'm shooting this area again is to test out the new GoPro Hero7 Black in-camera stabilization. If you haven't seen it, I shot the early season conditions video this year at the end of November using that camera, and some people said that it looked like it was blurry at times, and I think that that was the in-camera stabilization not keeping up with the movement. So today I'm trying the camera with different settings that I hope will work a little bit better. So this first run I'm shooting in 1080p. So that was Crystal down to the bottom of the Falcon chair. I'm going to take that back up and go do Centennial next. Now I'm back up at the top of peak 10 at the intersection of Crystal and Centennial. Crystal is that way, and that's where I took the last run. This time I'm going to come down Centennial. And as I started explaining on that last run before it got too windy to talk, I'm shooting these 2 runs in 1080p. I shot the video at the end of November in 2.7K, and it seemed like the in-camera stabilization of the Hero7 Black was having a tough time keeping up with the action. So I'm hoping that this actually comes out a little bit better. And I'll be interested, for those of you who watch both videos, what you think, what looks better. And I'll just pause briefly. Crystal off to the left. That's what I skied last time, underneath the chairlift. Centennial to the right. This is the Falcon chair we're crossing back underneath. The bottom of it's in the distance that way. But I'm going to go inside to the left and swap out batteries. This is the 10-mile station I'm coming up to right there. But I'll cut the camera here and pick it back up at the top. We're actually about a third of the way down Peak 10 this next time for Doublejack. So I stopped at this same sign on the last run. We've got Crystal over that way, Centennial over there. That's what I skied last time. And now I'm going to cut across the top of Centennial over towards Doublejack. And this time, the camera on my chest here is set at 2.7K, which is the same I was using when I shot that early season conditions video in November. So we'll see if we can see any difference between this run at 2.7K and the previous two at 1080p. Other than that, the settings are all the same, and I will post those in the description and comments area below. What I'm trying to look for here is if the in-camera stabilization does a better job of keeping up with the moving footage. I'm hoping that 1080p is an improvement, because I would rather not have to keep using the gimbal that most of the videos prior to this one were shot with. Everything last season I shot with an Evo SS gimbal, but that's just more stuff to ski around with, and I would rather just use the in-camera stabilization of the Hero7 Black when I'm going to the upper mountain and shooting a lot of the stuff that people have requested. And now back to the Falcon, and on the next run I'm going to take Cimarron with the gimbal. And for this last run I am back where this video started, which is just below the top of the Falcon chair. And I almost forgot to mention, but I am a local real estate broker in Breckenridge and also teach private ski and snowboard lessons. You can find out more about me by following the link in the description below. But for this last run, we're going to come down Cimarron. I've set the camera on my chest back to 1080p, and I've turned image stabilization off because it's now sitting on that gimbal. So this is how I shot most of the videos last year. I was hoping that I could do without the gimbal this year, using the in-camera stabilization of the Hero7 Black, and based on your feedback, we'll see if this works or not, or if I should go back to the gimbal. So, but for this last run, let's go make some turns down Cimarron. And we'll cover the south side of Peak 10 in another video off to the right there. We already stopped at this Crystal Centennial sign. Centennial is to the left. Cimarron to the right. And this is one of the steepest groom runs at all of Breckenridge. And if you hear some jingling, those are carabiners on my backpack. I'll make sure to secure those before shooting another video. So this part of Cimarron is a little too steep than the run that we took last time was Doublejack. And you could continue down Doublejack to the left. The right, we continue down Cimarron. It actually gets just a little bit steeper. Like I said, this is one of the steepest runs at Breckenridge. It gets groomed pretty consistently. And those are the 4 groomed black diamond runs on Peak 10 at Breckenridge. We started out on Crystal, then Centennial. Both of those were shot with the Hero7 Black in 1080p with image stabilization on. The next one was Doublejack. That one was shot in 2.7K with image stabilization on. And those are the same settings that I used for the early seasons condition video. And then for this last run, I put the GoPro Hero7 Black back in 1080p, but with image stabilization off, and set it up on the gimbal. So my hope is that we get image stabilization working well enough such that I don't need the gimbal anymore, but let me know what you think. I hope you liked that. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If there's anything you'd like to see me ski or ride on this channel, feel free to mention it in the comments below. And as always, have fun and be safe.